kid and now as a professional, body language is something I still have to work on. It doesn't just come naturally. So whether it's, you know, I make a pitch and it's a bad pitch, if I sit there and just do a little bit of movement, it just hangs with you, you know, and it starts to impact the next pitch and the next pitch. And that's one thing that you just can't do. That was one thing my college coach was big on, was not let one mistake compound into two, and don't let two make three. And the only way you do that is to, okay, you know, you have a short memory. All right, bad pitch or a big time hit. All right, let's go. You know, just get back on the rubber, and you got to think about the next pitch coming up. And that really kind of solves body language. Is if you're taking 10 seconds to, you know, get mad at yourself because you just threw a bad pitch, well, your body language is going to show that. You know, let's be honest. I mean, we don't really hide our emotions as well as we think we are when we're on the mound. So, you know, it's something I've just really had to constantly work on and constantly tell myself, you know, Corey Kluber's the best at it. If you want to see somebody who's good at controlling his emotions, you can't ever tell if Corey Kluber's down 5, up 5, throwing a no-hitter, or getting shelled. Because every pitch, all he does is lick his hand, and he goes back on the mound. He licks his hand, and he goes back on the mound. And he has the same facial expression. That's kind of what I try to get to, is I don't want anybody being able to tell how I feel, how I'm pitching, just by watching.
Okay, I know we've taught this in the past of a couple keywords. I don't know what you use, but we used to use big deal and so what. So I think a good thing to do that you can practice if your kid's having issues is when he makes a bad pitch, or say he throws the ball right where he wants to and the ump calls it a ball, instead of going, oh man, that was a strike, which we normally would do, or even cuss, you know, I mean, there's a lot of cussing going on, and just say, okay, big deal, get the ball back and we make the next pitch. You can kind of teach yourself a way, because I know we taught this around here for a long time, so there's ways of rehearsing putting yourself in a bad spot and making it not seem so bad, so when it comes.
Yeah, I think something like that is really big, you know, and it could be something like, you know, just going to clean your cleats. You know, just something that kind of resets your mind. You know, our college coach was big on, just hit the reset button. You know, when you were a kid playing Nintendo, right? You know, you lose the game in Nintendo, you don't, if you're losing in the middle of the game, what do? You just go hit the reset button, you start over.
There you go.
Fixes everything, right? So you got to have some sort of reset button that you can start over. And sometimes for me, it's just the rosin bag. You know, it gets my mind off of thinking it, and it just gives me a couple seconds to clear it, because if I don't get on the mound with a clear head, there's no way I'm going to be as successful as I could possibly be. So I normally use something like the rosin bag, but something like so what? I feel like I've done that in the past where who cares? You know, like,
there you go.
Who cares, right? Like, it was one pitch. The guy didn't hit it. Yeah, the umpire missed the call, but the at-bat's not over, and I still have a job to do.
And you still, in your mind, it's okay, how am I getting this guy out?
Exactly.
You ask yourself how, you're going to answer yourself somewhere.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm always trying to figure out, and I've missed it a lot in the past, you know, especially when you're struggling. You know, it's really hard to right the ship if you're constantly having complex thoughts in your head, and a thought like, okay, it's 1-0. How am I going to get him out? It's still 1-0. I have a chance to get this guy out right now. But if I'm thinking about the 1-0 pitch or the at-bat before that where the guy hit a line drive off the wall, there's no way you're going to be thinking about how to get this guy out.